try!
Allister, congratulations with the call you made on Eben Etzebeth. What did you think of his performance today?
Well, look, first of all, we're really not happy with the result. I said it when I did the rotation that, we probably have 4 locks that could easily fit into the top 10 of world rugby. And, I maintain that whether they impact players coming off the bench or whether they start, they should have an influence as part of the 23. So I'm really pleased with his performance. In fact, very pleased with the performance on a whole. Come back from 2010, showed the character of the team. And we're growing as a team, facing different challenges. This team has traveled 3 continents in 10 days. And we've been, traveling from Argentina, South Africa, down under again. And the last 20 minutes, I thought that we got 3 line breaks, and we didn't get the reward from it. But it was an epic test match, fantastic test match both sides. Showed, what test match rugby is all about. Physicality was right up there. The set piece battle right, to the end. It was really, really a tough scrum and lineouts. Like a real proper test match. And opportunities, that's what it's about. Take your opportunities when it's on hand. I've given you a bit of a long story there. Baie lang storie vir jou gegee, maar antwoord my maar moontlike vrae.
What's the most pleasing aspect in tonight's game for you?
A couple of them. I think we were defensively really, really good. The other important thing is how we adapted to the conditions in the second half. Like I say, 3 line breaks, didn't get the reward, came really, really close. I have to go watch the tape, obviously. And the big third plus for me is the character shown by this team. We're continuing to scrum well. Happy with that. Our line-out play has been also very good this year and a massive improvement in our mauling. And it's great to see.
And the fact that half-time was 13-10, full-time 23-all, do you feel that the draw itself is a fair reflection of proceedings?
No, I'm not happy with the draw. We're not happy with the draw. I don't think this Springbok side will ever be happy with the draw. We did enough, but unfortunately, I think the first half, just the discipline cost us a bit. Conceded unnecessary penalties, which gave them opportunity, obviously. So hopefully we'll have a look at that and try and be more clinical.
Did you feel that you gained an unexpected advantage at the set pieces, or were you expecting that?
No, look, since the start of the season, that was something that we needed to improve on massively. And the French have a good scrumming pack. And we did well against France, and that continued against Argentina, who is also renowned for scrummaging. So I just feel a few early sort of calls, we couldn't get our rhythm going, but once we got it, we were quite dominant, and I'm pleased to see that.
What do we need to improve before the next test against the All Blacks?
Oh, everything. I think the big thing about next week is our mindset was completely different this time. We didn't think about the All Black game while we still had to play the Wallabies. No, our focus was, like I said the other day, focus was on the Wallabies to get over this one. Of course, now it's time to focus on the next one, which will be a hell of a battle. And they still are, the best side in world rugby, obviously. But Argentina also showed today that when you're accurate and you apply pressure in all the areas of the game, you can take them on. We've got a lot of respect, like for both these teams. We've been playing year in, year out. We come here, Rugby Championship. It's always a hard game, 6 points, 4 points difference. And I'm just pleased that our side, the Springboks are really growing, and they're learning, and they're taking all learning experiences on board, and hopefully it will help us a lot going there next week. Similar weather conditions, who knows? So we had a bit of a taste with wet weather conditions tonight.
In the last 5 minutes, what do you think the team needs to learn more in terms of actually just composing themselves when point scoring opportunities are there, with Jesse Crew, for example, and also Elton, but even though the team generally played very well throughout the game?
No, they did enough. Bounce of the ball, definitely not our side, but they did enough.
Do you feel the Springboks, I'm not sure whether you're gaining on the All Blacks, or perhaps the All Blacks are coming back to the field just slightly? What's your feeling in terms of how the two sides match up?
Yeah, I can just talk from a Springbok point of view, and I'm really pleased about the effort and the hard work that the players are putting in, and the way they work for each other on the field. And if you look at the small things, which is hardly coachable, that effort and intensity is there. They're enjoying each other, and the team environment is very, very healthy. There's a lot of competition in the squad. So from a Springbok point of view, we're making huge strides.
I'm going to talk about the All Blacks.
Yeah.
How bad is Trevor Nyakane's injury?
That's just a cut. At this point in time, he's got about 6 to 8 stitches. But obviously, he will be monitored overnight tomorrow.
Allister, you said you thought you played the conditions very well. What sort of particular ways did you use the slippery conditions?
Yeah, I think first half we went a bit too wide too early, and we just got closer target, and then we tried to get to kick in behind them and put them under pressure with our chase line. And I think it was important not to give Australia gift possession, turnovers. They're very dangerous from those turnovers.
Even as ek moeilik was die toestande geweest en die mense sien die huis sê is slordig wedstryd die eerste helfte, maar ons die was net voor die afsluit het bietjie gereën. Het dit invloed gehad?
Ja, ek dink soos coach gesê het, eerste helfte was bietjie wyd gegaan het en toe het ons mindset bietjie verander tweede helfte om bietjie meer hulle te dryf, bietjie nader te kom. En dan het gewys in die tweede helfte het gewerk. Die bal was bietjie nat, bietjie slippery. Maar ek dink die ouens het mooi gedap in die tweede helfte.
About the conditions and the change in the second half. Basically, just repeating
Yeah, but how much confidence did you guys gain from such a dominant scrumming performance with the fact that the All Blacks will pose a different forward threat next week?
Yeah, like coach said earlier, we'll focus on them this coming week, so we haven't looked at their scrums yet. It was all about the Wallabies this weekend. I think we did well in the scrums, especially that second half, that one scrum on their line was a massive scrum. And yeah, you can just give credit to, the front row, so they work really hard. And Matthew Price really puts lots of work in, and I think the back five also, they really bring their side when it comes to scrummaging.
So what did you make of the impactful performances from Jaco Crew, who I think had one of his best games in the coaches, and also Peter Steph Detroit, which again highlights the depth at the box and the lock? Yeah,
I think first of all Franco Mosse didn't play this weekend. We also in Super Rugby is an outstanding player. Then we had a guy like Peter Steph who has been coming off the bench every game, performing really well. He got a start tonight and was also again outstanding. Then you still have Lode Jager, also. 2015 World Cup, he was one of the best players at the World Cup. So, yeah, nice depth at lock. And then also touching on Jaco, also an unbelievable player, has been for the Lions, and this year he gets the opportunity for the box and he's performing every game.
Alistair, you must be happy with the way Raymond Rowe performed.
I think firstly, a lot of people misunderstand his role when he chases, from kickoffs, and they say he misses a lot of tackles. When he rabbits, his job is not to tackle the player, but to make him make a decision. And he showed when it was one-on-one defense tonight how good he can be. So Raymond and both Courtnall, first they about 6 caps each. They're really growing. They are performing well. They do what is asked of them. And obviously tonight they didn't get a lot of opportunities in terms of ball in hand because we changed our tactics. But I'm pleased with the growth in the team. We haven't achieved anything yet, definitely. and we're not where we actually want to be or can be. But you can't ask for more effort from the players, their physicality, and being a mobile pack and being a set piece pack. You have to understand that it takes a massive effort in terms of the conditioning. It takes a massive effort, and like I said, in terms of how they recover, to be fresh every weekend. This will be our challenge next week, to make sure that these players have fully recovered, do the little things off the field really well. Keep looking for 1%ers. You have to be fresh when you take on the All Blacks next weekend.
Conditioning. The past 2 years, the conditioning has been a problem, especially here in Australia, where games were controlled, then lost in the last 20 minutes. How much confidence does the team gain from the fact that they're able to control the game deep into the injury time, and looking at this, the fact that the All Blacks also tend to shift gears in the last 20 minutes?
I think they could have shifted gears for the last 20 years last 10 years, because they have been working together as a country and as a nation to make sure that their conditioning is right up there. I think Australia and South Africa have been in similar situations where there's no really collaboration, and we started that last year, getting all the conditioners in one room and talk about how are we going to get the national team fitter, because getting the national team 2 weeks before the first test, what and how much conditioning can you then do? Means that the players are spending 37 weeks with their franchises and 13 to 15 weeks with the Springboks side. And where should conditioning take place and happen? Obviously at the franchise, and that is what we've started, last year. And it's not perfect yet, but we're heading in the right direction. Therefore, our conditioning at the moment is at a much higher level. And if you want to win Super Rugby, we've got to make sure that we send the players back to Super Rugby in a better condition as well, to be able to compete in playoffs. And fortunately, therefore we had Sharks in quarters, Stormers in the quarters, Lions all the way to the final. And it's that sort of collaboration that is needed to get it right.
And that block, what do you make of that block on France or Hoffa when you tried to charge down quickly? Do you feel that was illegal?
Excuse me, the blocking there. I have to go look at that. Definitely. I have to make sure that about legal matters, just now they take me to court. So I'll have to go check that out.
Thank you very much, everyone.